South 1081, Tower 19 right, clear for takeoff. Southwest 1081, Tower. 1081, go ahead, sir. South 1081, 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Let's take 19 right, Southwest 1081. 14 Soldier time, Southwest 1081.
Yeah, you're going to be behind that Delta. South 4131, turn right, join Charlie, ground point.
Right, it's like ground point.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream here. What's up, Bill, Cruz? Good to see you guys. We are on the ground here in Tampa Bay, where we flew into earlier. Had some on and off rainstorms here. We're now going to try to get out of here and head to Miami. Another little short hop that we'll take. Make our way to Miami. We're in the A-321 today. We flew here in the A-319. So, yeah, we're going to try to make our way out of here. We're taking 166 folks to Miami. So we're going to start boarding. We got a departure time of 23:05, if I'm not mistaken. It's 23:05, should be 22:16 now, 22:10 Zulu time. Here's our bird we're going to be flying into today. It's got catering going, potable and lab, the typical stuff that we get. This is our bird we're flying in today. It's a nice day in Tampa to do some flying. Hot day too. I need to get the jet bridge connected. What am I doing? Completely forgot to connect the jet bridge. Yeah, so we're going to try to make our way over to Miami today. Try to dodge a few storms down there on the west side of the state there. And try to get going. About to get fueled up now as well, catering, getting going. I think we're taking 13,000 pounds of fuel, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It was 32 degrees Celsius when we landed here. So yeah, we're going to try to get the APU on here pretty quickly so we can try to keep the cabin as cool as we can and get going. We're in a nice PSA Heritage livery today. It's looking good. It's the first time I've actually flown this livery. I've had it for quite some time, just haven't flown it. We're going to fly this one today. Try to make it happen. Get that short flight done, and then after this will be our last flight in the Airbuses. We then will be flying in the 73 MAX on the remainder of our flights. Looks like catering just completed there. Lab service and such looks to be done. Only thing we have MBL wise is an ECAS message for the APU. It's just a message. APU is working perfectly fine. So we have no issues there. Alright, let's start the fuel now. Crew ought to start boarding here. And then we'll be looking for the passengers aboard here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Go from there. Aircraft is looking good today. Alright, we're starting the boarding process. Let me make sure that aft door is actually open as well, so we can get that going. and we'll hop in the aircraft, start getting things see, I think that afterward did open. Let me make sure. Hold on, let me see what's going on with OBS. Alright guys, we should be back. You guys should hear me now. Should be back live. Just had to reboot OBS. It's not giving us great OBS. Alright, yeah, that rear one did open up. Looks like they completed the fuel already. So we're good to go there. Start getting baggage loaded. Alright, also another fun fact I'm going to show with you guys here through GSX. Instead of, if you do actually mess with the airport positions, I'm not going to open it because it's going to start over my guys here. You can go and customize the airplane on your cargo bins. You can select whether you want belt loader or the other stuff. If you just pick belt loader, it doesn't matter what gate you go to, where you go to, they're always going to load with the belt loader. So you don't have to set every position up to be a belt loader. How much was this bill? $2,500. Not bad. All right, we'll hop in, start getting the interior going, talk to our crew and FO, and go from there. Let's see, passengers ought to start boarding here. Looks like in 14 minutes it says. The stairs came all the way down. Top up here. Alright, baggage carts are on their way. I think that the rear, it's not the boatload, it's the other one from that. Should start boarding as well. Now that we actually got some mail FAs, may have to get FS Dream Team to update to get some random mail flight attendants as well. Mainly for, say, intention, since we got male flight attendant voices too. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll try to make this work. Try to get this going. Walk this long A-320. Make sure everything's good. I think there's someone outside the airplane. For some reason, looks like it's picking up the exterior. Alright, leaving there, just look good there. Looks good there. Alright, looks good there. Alright, we got the rest of our crew on here. Like I said, we'll start getting everyone else boarded. We'll speak with Alejandro and make sure everything's good. Hey Alejandro, welcome on board. Good to fly with you here for the first time. And we still start getting our passengers loaded here in the next 10 minutes or so. Do you have any information for me?
Thank you, Captain Hatchet. We're currently in the process of boarding and everything is going smoothly. I'll keep you updated as we progress. Gracias.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, we'll get up front, start getting things going. I think our FO is Jared today. So we fly with him. We flew with Stephanie, I think, on the last flight. So we'll be flying with Jared today. ladies. All right, we are here. I don't know if I can close this door from in here as well, can I? Oh, wow, I can. I think I could. That's cool. Alright, they're gonna start boarding in 10 minutes. Alright, let's see. Company message. Oh, also, we got a message here that there is a spacecraft launch in progress nearby us. This is the first time I've actually saw this message. Obviously, if there hasn't been any launches, we won't see it. But I thought that was cool. I was trying to look for the TFRs anywhere on the maps, and I didn't see any. So I don't know. Maybe it's going to happen here soon. Falcon 9, Block 5 mission, MTGS1, pad launch complex, 39 Alpha, window start at 2100.04 Zulu, which is already passed, actually. Yeah, it already took place. So that may be why I didn't see the TFR. But that's pretty cool. Ends at 23:34, which is an hour from now. A little over an hour from now. We'll be in the air by then, and that TFR be done by that time. But that is cool to see that from real ACARs. We got more messages. Alright, TPA to Miami. Out the block, time 23:04. Off the ground, 23:26. I looked at these already. Look at them. Did I get our fuel? Oh, we got 14.1 is what we're taking. Alright. When life shuts a door, open it again. That is how they work. That's a good one. It's like the second funny message I've gotten since using real ACARs. It's the second one. We'll take it. Starting the flight off very well. Let's keep it that way. Alright, we got our fuel. We had 6.6 surplus of 7.5 for a total 14.1. Should be a difference of we got 0.3 difference. That checks out. Alright, we'll leave that at that. Alright, everything's good there, and those guys will start getting boarded here soon. Hello, Jared. I'll be flying with you today here on this flight. Weather on departure looks uneventful. There is going to be some weather that we need to watch for just west of our arrival airport. We'll discuss more of that at the at cruise.
Sounds good, Hatchet. Let's keep an eye on that weather near Miami during cruise.
Let's see. RS. Alright, cost index. Let's get this stuff going. Oh, also, so let's see. So like I said, alright, they already got the luggage on. Just got to get our passengers on. Fuel's already completed as well. We got 41 minutes until departure time, which is plenty of time to get our passengers on board. Still enough time. Within 7 minutes, yeah, that'll still leave us enough time to get these folks boarded here. And since fuel's done, we're gonna go ahead and turn. Let me see where we at temperature-wise in the aircraft. 78, 79. Let's go ahead and get the we'll get the APU on.
Point 26
Let me contact operations. Operations American 3322 at gate Foxtrot 81.
Copy that. Operations at gate F81.
Yes, American 3322. We're going to start the APU here. Can you have the ground crew disconnect the PCA?
Ground crew will disconnect the PCA. You're clear to start the APU.
On. All right, copy that. Fuel pumps on. APU please got to be on for those to work. So we'll start it. Get this cabin cooled down. I think I pushed that too soon. There we go. We got 4 minutes to cool the cabin down here, get it cool enough. We got weather changing or something, or just sun going down. All right, we got power ready to go on the APU. We'll disconnect the PCA here. And let's turn the power off. Let's get APU bleed air on. Start getting it cool in here. There we go. Try to keep it below 80 if we can. Definitely don't want it to reach 90 degrees. Once it hits 90 degrees, we cannot board the aircraft. All right, 3 minutes until. And operations American 3322. Can you have the ground crew disconnect ground power unit? We have the APU started.
Ground crew will disconnect the ground power unit. You're clear to proceed.
All right, sounds good. All right, temperature's coming down in the cabin. We're good there. Let's disconnect the GPU there. That door's already, everything's been loaded, looks like on our cargo. Got that loaded pretty quick. Let's see. All right, yeah, we already got that. I'll update him on that as well. Try to make this flight work for us today. All right, we should be doing the Gandhi 8 departure. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hope the audio's good. Sounds like it is. Alright, it sounds like it is good here. Alright, so also they're supposed to have a connection to send PDCs, but I think there's some other program that we have to have running as well for that to work, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's set that to on. Set that out for now. Alright, yeah, so basically radar vectors to Gandhi is what we should be getting today, and we should be taking off 19 right as the plan. We'll get our I-4 clearance as soon as we get the passengers boarding, the boarding process to start. And we'll go from there. Let me see something here. That's 7. All right, so it'll be right when we take off pretty much. All right, that checks out. Alright, so again, this is the first time we actually departed from this gate. We're at F-81. So we're either going to push tail east into the alley or tail south, because we're departing south, so tail's going to face the south. We're not departing to the north today, so we'll see what traffic around us looks like and then kind of go from there is the plan. And even on the Gandy 8, we should get top altitude, our initial altitude 6,000 feet is what we should get on our clearance. Kind of go from there. Why is this acting weird? Move out the way. I hate these charts on here of needing to move them around like I need to. It'd be nice if my bit rates on OBS would get right. Kind of like fluctuating all over the place.
May I see your boarding pass?
Alright, let's see. Alright, so we'll leave that at that. Actually, we can kind of go over because we're not going to be in cruise long. So let's get our arrival information and everything as well. Miami. We don't have an alternate today. We don't need one for this airport. We're doing the Frogs 4 RNAV arrival and the ILS approach runway 8 right into Miami. So we'll be coming in this direction, going across, and then coming back around for 8 right. Let's get some other stuff here. Parking bays. I think that's all we actually need.
This way.
Alright, the plan will be oh, actually that would be west. I set it for 8 right here. Let's see. I landed 8 right. Alright, so that'll be a quick landing actually. I don't know, we'll see what happens. They may give us 8 right or 8 left. Oh, they already started boarding. Alright, sweet. Hey, Jared, go ahead and pick up the IFR clearance. Let's see. Alright, so
I'll get our IFR clearance
8
from
right.
Tampa
So this will be a quick, easy landing and off the runway into our gate. That'll be good. Alright, because we're going to be parking at Delta 2.
Tampa clearance, American 3322. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have India.
I'll grab that clearance.
So
Give me
right
just a
here on
minute.
Delta 2. Alright, let's ride. We'll get all that stuff and put it into the FMC here. And be ready to go. It'll be a short flight. We're going to be cruising at flight level 210 today.
American 3322. Tampa clearance cleared to Miami via the Gandy 8 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 21010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.15 squawk 4446. Expect runway 19er right.
4446. Let him have the controls. Alright, American 3322 cleared to Miami via the Gandy 8 departure. Then is filed, climb, maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 210 minutes after departure. Departure will be 118.15, squawking 4446. We'll expect runway 19 right.
American 3322, read back correct.
Good evening.
Alright, we got that in. Alright, Jared, your radios. Let's see what that looks like out there.
I've
Alright,
got the radios, Hatchet.
It's cool enough in the cabin, so we're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 3322, departing from Tampa to Miami. We are delighted to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, feel free to reach out to any of our crew members. Thank you and enjoy your flight. Gracias.
Boarding pass, please.
Let's drop that back there a notch. Alright, so cost index today is going to be 30. Cruising at 0. It's 29 outside. Set that to that.
Hello.
Oh, let's move over one. Alright, bit rates look to be stable. Alright, what do we have fuel wise? 13.9. We are blocks with what we're supposed to have. Shouldn't need point four should probably be fine. Zero fuel weight's going to be 152.4. Set that.
Welcome on board.
Plus 2, so a tailwind of 2 knots is what we'll have. Put that. And let's see.
Hello.
Our reserve fuel should be 4.3. Final, let's just put 45. Actually, no. 1 hour 20 minutes is what we'll do. 0, 1, 2, 0. Alright, that's that. Minimum fuel.
Welcome on board.
It's gonna be 4.3. Actually, it'll be a little more than that. Let's see.
This way.
Extra.
Hello.
Put 2.5.
Hello.
Yeah, it should be that. I think I may be putting something wrong in here for this min destination fuel on board. Might be doing something wrong there.
Boarding pass, please.
But we'll leave that where it's at. Figure that out.
Good evening.
I'll figure that out at some point. Actually, let's go back to flight plan. Departure. Taking off 19 on the right.
Welcome on board.
Candy 8 departure and Sadie.
Boarding pass, please.
Miami will land arriving 08 right.
Good evening. Welcome on board.
transition at?
This way.
Ah, there we go. Alright, then approach DHP. Actually, no, it's not going to be DHP. We're going to do Nokia. Let's do that. Insert. Net. Let's get wind data. What we got on passengers? 58 of 166.
May I see your boarding pass?
Let's see. ATIS 2645. Oh, we already got the ATIS information in standby.
Emitter 3002. Density altitude 1600 feet. Arriving and departing runways 19er right, 19er left, 2A. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Tampa International Airport, information uniform. 2153, wind 215 at A. Visibility 7. Sky conditions, view at 3200 feet. Scattered at 1000 feet. Scattered at 5000 feet. Temperature 29er. Dew point 22. Altimeter 3002. Density altitude 1600 feet. Arriving and departing runways 19er right, 19er left, 2A. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform.
Alright, we got uniform. Alright, he already got our clearance as well.
Good evening. Good evening.
Alright, and I think I got my my core frequency set up right now a little bit better than it was on the last stream, so hopefully everything runs a little bit smoother than it was. We shall see.
May I see your boarding pass?
1370 tower, the wind is 210 at 9, level 1 on the right, clear for takeoff.
1 on the right, clear for takeoff, United 13.
May I see your boarding pass? May I see your boarding pass?
Oh, somebody's in my seat. Is in the seat yet? Not yet.
Hello?
Alright, cabin's just cool enough back there, so we're good.
This way. Good evening.
Send it.
Ocean 659, heavy side gate mile final, level 1 on the right.
Alright, Jared, preliminary V speeds are going to be 160. 164 and 164 will be flaps 2, trim 0.1 down.
Got it, Hatchet. V1 is 160 knots, VR is 164 knots, and V2 is 164 knots with flaps 2, trim 0.1 down.
Alright, we got flex temp of 54. Alright, so far we look good. Let's see if we can take off with that. Take off 21. And we go into bigger numbers then. Alright, 210 at 8. Got 11,000 foot of runway. Alright, so again, our fuel. I noticed that SimBrief has done some updates. It's like how the planner looks. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so again, departure time, Zulu time is 2304, local 1904. Estimated still 2304, 1904, and it's 1845 now. Where are we on our PAX count? 91,166. Let me make sure on our fuel. Min takeoff is 1073. We got 14. We got plenty of fuel. I feel like our fuel's not burning though, because we got the APU going. Is it moving at all? That's all on up there. Alright, yeah, it's moving. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Oh, you know what? We were at 14,100, so it's definitely draining the fuel. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see. This is new. Unfortunately, I'm still not able to use this on SimBrief unless I'm missing something. The last time I checked, we still couldn't use this on SimBrief. But I see they got it separately here now. Release 1.0. I like how they have that because that's how it is IRL. At least from what we see on my end at work. Company messages. Let's go back to en route winds. I must wish there were just arrows I could click instead of dealing with this. Just acts weird. But yeah, that's our route that we're doing. Again, we're cruising at 210. There's that weather. Actually, I should have said that weather's actually that's about the same. Like even the maps are more, it's color now. When it goes over to here, that's pretty cool from SimBrief. It looks just like that on SimBrief as well. Thought that was pretty cool to see. Alright, there we go. Just going to 21,000 feet and then right back down. Now let's see. Weather briefing. Oh, what's weather briefing? It seems to be getting stuck. Going to that part. Actually, it's not doing it. It's not picking. Oh, there it is. Okay, as I said, it's not picking it at all. It is. That's new. Alright, let's set the time. I think that we filed it. Marks. Flight plan, runway, nav log. So again, top of climb will be about 10 minutes to 21,000 feet. Top of descent's gonna be 24 minutes. So we got 14 minutes in cruise. Alright, close out. I don't know what LAP means. Not sure what that is. 166. This might be kids and infants, maybe. WX. I'm assuming. Total souls on board 173. 34,000 pounds. Passenger weight, cargo weight 9,300.
Good evening.
Let's see. FPR tape. This is new. Should be off 23. That.
Hello.
On in. Trying to make sense of these numbers here. 23:24, so we should land at midnight 16. Interesting. These are new though. I have not seen these before. And then the weather charts again, the same thing we already looked at.
Ocean 699 American departure.
Oh, that's cool. FO Jeffrey Lane. Yeah, these are all new. I haven't seen these things. These are new ones here. Alright. Let's see. Where are we? 13 minutes till time to go. We got 124 on board. Looking good to this point. Alright, I'm gonna reboot OBS one more time, so stand by, guys. OBS is not wanting to act right here. May not be OBS, it may be my PC. I may need to reboot the my stream PC. Alright, we almost got all our folks on board here, so we can get out of here. We got 10 minutes until push. We should be good though. Should be good to get out of here. Ground crew is ready to go. They're already connected. A lot of times you see those guys ready to go and they'll all just be sitting on the tug, just waiting, wait till they get to go to push. We got Virgin America over here. Oh, Virgin Atlantic. Steered out there in the distance. That's part of say intentions. Cruise. It's all a part of the say intention stuff. I thought we talked about this. You were here last time, like when I first started using it. You said you were thinking about using it. All right, where are we at on board? In 153 of 166. We almost got everyone on.
So 324 November Charlie, can I take ground point 7?
Good evening.
W226, 12340 at 9 air, 1119 left station. November 3 Julia Bravo, wind 240 at 9 air, 1119 left runway.
I don't know what this top fence thing is. That's new. I have not seen that before.
This way.
Let's see. Yeah, that is something new. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, on the load sheet?
Good evening.
Oh, it just does that. Oh, at least it did today. It just did that. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like it's always been on the, at least in SimBrief where it would say the FO name, but, yeah, I mean, it was there. I didn't do anything to get him there. Even though our FO is not named Jeffrey, his name is Jared.
Hello.
So we got to get a new release then if this isn't the FO that's supposed to be here. But yeah, no, I didn't, it just, let me see. You know what? Let me look on, let me see. I'm going to look on SimBrief and see if that's the name they put on there as well.
Change it back. Good day. Thanks a lot.
Let's see.
United 1012 power,
Because it may just be a name they just stuck on there. Yeah, even in SimBrief, that name is in there on my, obviously, because it just pulled that right from SimBrief. But, yeah, no, I didn't make that name. I put it on there. They just put it on there. But my captain name, I did put that name as my name there. The Captain Obvious. Let's see, we're ready to go. Boarding completed. All right, Alejandro, we got everybody on board here. Let's get everybody buckled in and ready to go so we can get an on-time push.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for departure.
What? Not
Ladies
captain.
and gentlemen, we are preparing for departure. Please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened and your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the flight. Gracias.
All right, let's see. Good there, parking brake. Let's get my seat in position. All right, Jared, go ahead and call and get our push clearance, please.
Requesting pushback clearance from ground.
Beacon on. We'll actually go over some numbers here. First, I shouldn't have told him to do that.
Cabin is ready for departure, Captain.
Copy that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tampa
welcome
ground.
aboard
American
American Airlines
3322,
Flight
requesting pushback from gate
3322,
F81.
departing from Tampa to Miami.
American
We are delighted to
3322,
have you
pushback
with us
approved,
today.
sail
My
south.
name is Alejandro El Hombros y Paellas y Haciendas Garcoa de la Torre y Pastierres del Campo Rodríguez de Arrieta, alcalde municipal del Real Madrid. And I am your purser for this flight. Joining me in the cabin today are my wonderful colleagues, Sarah, Michael, Jessica, and David. Our Captain Hatchet and First Officer Brian are at the controls ensuring a
that's not
safe and
Brian.
pleasant journey for all of us.
Why do they keep
Now,
picking this
please
Brian
give us your
guy? I
full
didn't-
attention, safety
not
first,
Brian. It's
fiesta
supposed to be
later,
Jared.
and to fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until you hear a
Let's
click.
get our final numbers
To
here.
release it, simply lift the buckle. Please keep Keep your seatbelt fastened
All right,
whenever you are
166,
seated,
everyone's
just in
on
case we
board.
encounter any
We got
turbulence.
3
In the
minutes to
unlikely
go. They
event
said
of a
push
loss
till
of cabin
south.
pressure, oxygen masks will drop
All right,
down
we'll
from the
figure that out.
compartment
We'll look
above
at
you.
that.
Pull the mask towards you to start the flow
All right,
of
chalks
oxygen.
off.
Place it over your nose and mouth and secure
Got
it
T
with the
minus
elastic
4
band.
minutes.
Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For our water landing procedures, life vests are located under your seat. To use them, pull the vest out, slip it over your head, and pull the straps to
161.
tighten.
Jeez, that's almost
Inflate the vest by
5,000
pulling
pounds
the
of
red
difference.
tabs or by blowing into the tubes. Please remember, in the event of an evacuation, your luggage must remain on board, so leave it behind. This A-321 has 8 emergency exits. 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the rear. Please
All
take
right,
a
Jared,
moment
we
to
got
locate the
V1
nearest
speeds
exit, which
now
may be
of
behind you.
155,
If we need to
160,
evacuate,
and
follow the
160,
illuminated path
still
to the
flaps
exits
2,
and leave
and
everything
trim
behind.
still down
Main cabin offers free biscuit
0.1
cookies
with
or
a flex temp
pretzels
of
plus soft
54.
drinks, coffee, and tea. Alcoholic drinks are $9 or $10. Snack boxes are $8.99. Please note that buy on board is now cashless. Pay with a credit or debit card or a card pre-saved in the AA app. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight. Gracias.
Roger that, Hatchet. V1 is 155 knots, VR is 160 knots, and V2 is 160 knots with flaps 2, trim down 0.1, and a flex temp of 5.4. Let's proceed with the pushback.
All right, sounds good. He said pushback tail south, though? Is that what he
And around
said?
American 3322, pushback is approved, tail facing south.
All right, yeah, that's right. Tail south is where we need to push. That's the direction of flight. All right, let's let the ground crew know we are ready to go. So we get an on-time push. Hopefully they do it correctly this time. Tail south.
Release parking brake.
Now let's make sure we're all good here. We'll get wing lights on. Keys on. Good up top. All right. Parking brake released.
2748, Alpha Whiskey, has the ground first.
All engines clear. Starting wheel.
And we got our final load sheet, 148, takeoff weight 161.6, 166 plus 2 infants. Let me also let him know. I probably should have told him that in the back. Hey, Alejandro, we have a total of 166 passengers with 2 infants on board.
Thank you, Captain. We have a total of 166 passengers on board, including 2 infants.
That's what I just said. It's literally what I just said. Except, all right, let's do that. Birth data, we'll set you there. All right, we're clearing up the road. We got company back there in the Max. All right, let's get started. Let's get number 1 going.
That's your 3355, 19 right.
Goodbye 3355, count on the winds at 220 at 8. Number 1 on the right to the line.
Good to land 19 right from here.
FedEx 760, heavy turn left, and join Delta.
Third, join Delta. Yep. Yeah.
Set parking brake.
FedEx 760, heavy cross 28 on Delta, contact ground point 7.
Cross 28 on Delta, contact ground point 7.
And parking brake set.
Confirmation for a good engine start.
All right, good engine start confirmed.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Looks good there. Number 1 looks good. Let's get number 2 started.
Unlocking gear.
I think I got that lifting turned on GSX here. I got to turn that off of this airplane. There's no reason we should have dropped right there. We're already on the ground.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Eastbound, 12 Tango Bravo Heavy. We're going to hold short of Whiskey 8, and we have about a 35-minute wait. Would it be possible to shut down the engines holding short of Whiskey 8?
You got about a 30-minute wait, so plan to be rolling at 35.
Plan to be rolling at 35. We'll still shut down the engines as that.
Forgot what our flaps are. Flaps 2. Let's say flaps 2.
Okay. 555 Golf Stairs. You guys get a new paint job. Okay, thanks. Ground point 7.
Wow, this looks good.
274, the winds are 220 at 9er, runway 19 left, go pick up.
Just take off 19 left, 274.
We did flight controls check on set there. Let's turn off the APU. I probably should have did our departure briefing before we got pushed back. All right, Jared, go ahead and give us the departure briefing.
We'll be departing from runway 19 right. We'll be flying the Gandhi 8 departure with an initial climb clearance to 8,000. Transition altitude is 18,8,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climbing to flight level 210. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4446, and departure frequency will be 118.15. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 2. V1 is 155 knots, VR is 160 knots, and V2 is 160 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Hatchet.
All right, Jared, all sounds good. Let's go ahead and call for taxi clearance. All right, sounds good to me.
I'll call for taxi clearance now.
All right, we're good there. Number 2 is good. We're all on and ready
Tampa
to
ground.
go.
American 3322. Ready to taxi from gate F81. We have information Quebec.
Tower,
Sync rate.
American 3322,
Oh,
taxi
up.
runway 19 right,
Terrain.
Victor 8.
Say that again?
Terrain.
Runway 19 right,
Oh,
Victor,
up.
Victor 8, American 3322.
No, sync. Too low. Terrain.
What do you give us? Victor 8.
Too low. Terrain. Glide slope.
All right, where we are, Victor 8. Sounds good. All right, guys, let's get out of here. We'll be behind the aircraft that's already out ahead of us. Brakes.
JetBlue 391 Tower, the winds are 220 at 8, runway 19 left, clear to land.
19 left, clear to land.
Right out here.
American 25, 10, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, the winds 2209.
And ground, should we give way to the Southwest aircraft here at 12 o'clock? See if you can see him.
American 3322, yes, give way to the Southwest aircraft at your 1200.
I think he might have just responded because that's what I said. Alright, we'll give way to the Southwest at our 12 o'clock.
4639, hold shorter, runway 19 right.
Hold short, 19 right, Southwest.
That's real world traffic, so it's not like he can tell him to stop. Cool if he could.
American 2510, contact departure.
We're clear right.
Southwest 4639, are you ready yet?
10 more seconds.
This is the heavy we have sitting up here.
Tower, Southwest 4639.
Southwest 4639, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, the winds 2209.
Right, 1 right, good thing on Southwest 4639.
British Airways 777. Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Jeez, why is he loud? Thought I turned it down. He's still loud. The audio, like the volume levels on this thing, is very strange. Doesn't work all that well.
Southwest 4766, Tampa, are you ready?
47.
Southwest 4766, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, the wind's 2108.
Pick up 19 right, 47.
Southwest 4639, contact departure.
Departure, Southwest 4639.
Carolina 91, ready. JetBlue 391, turn right 1 able, any right turn, ground point 7.
Any right turn, ground point 7, JetBlue 391.
Oh, nice. Oh, you at work, huh, Bill? Where's that Delta headed to? Back to Atlanta, I take it?
91, Tampa, runway 19 left, line up wing.
That's the Southwest. Let me wait, because I don't know if this 777 is going to be taking off. Maybe not. Let's get up here. We might be sitting up there burning fuel. We got other airplanes behind us. All right, we got one on the right here at Whiskey 8. How bright it is outside, and then you look back through the film there, significant difference.
Skylab 91, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, go ahead and switch over to tower. Let them know we're holding short, one on the right. Again, that's the only thing I don't like. It should be monitoring our GPS.
Switching to tower and letting them know we're holding short, runway 19 right.
Heading 210, contact departure.
Heading 210 over departure, Southwest 41.
Ground should hand us off, and it doesn't do well at doing that.
Tampa Tower, American 3322, holding short of runway 19 right. We're ready for departure.
American 3322, Tampa Tower, runway 19 right, wind 240 at 8, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 19 right, wind 240 at 8, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff. American 3322.
Tampa Tower, clear, wind 2233, visual 1.
Approach in looks clear.
Spring 2233, Tampa Tower, runway 19 left, clear to land.
Runway looks clear. Departure and looks clear from what you can see. I wonder what the British Airways is doing though. We got one on the right here on the pavement.
United 794 after departure. Fly heading 210, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Departure, fly heading 210, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff, United 794.
All right, we'll start the clock now. All right, let's go.
Spring 2162, Tampa Tower, runway 19 right, line up wing.
19 right, line up wing.
Southwest 4766, contact departure.
Airspeed alive. It's 100 knots. One and rotate.
Bearing 2162, after departure, fly heading
Positive rate, gear up.
10, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
American 3322, contact departure on 118.15.
Oh yeah, we're
Switching
one.
to departure on 118.15. American 3322. Tampa departure, American 3322 evening, climbing past 1000.
American 3322, Tampa departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 1000 direct Barbin.
Climb and maintain 1000 direct Barbin. American 3322.
Direct who? Barbin? Is that what you said? Barbin. I don't have a Barbin. Oh. Alright.
Clearance 2162, contact departure.
Departure today.
American 3322, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, American 3322.
Very nice, sir. Departure for 2122, heading 210, 1020.
Flaps up. Alright guys, we're looking good. We're through 6,000. Let me see what you said, Bill. You said, a few minutes ago, let's see, come back from the restroom, seeing an A-321 Delta blast off out of here. No clue, probably somewhere international. Yeah, that's true. If it is an A330, it probably is going somewhere international bound. Get up early and head back to Newark. Oh yeah, I watched that flight. I was in the stream there. Got to catch quite a bit of it there, Bill. It was a good flight. You didn't do too bad on landing it. It looked pretty good. You were able to control it, work it, work the aircraft like you're supposed to, I would say. Guys, we're looking good. Alright, there's 10,000. won't be in cruise very long. We got a company message.
American 3322, expect the Palm 2 arrival. Anticipate descent in about 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner. Cleared direct Palm. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into Miami.
Cleared direct Palm. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into Miami. American 3322.
You say direct frogs? I think it was direct frogs. Oh, palms. I don't have palms on me. Oh, ILS 8 right. Palms 2. That's not our arrival. We got frog 4. And Tampa approach American 3322. We don't have the Palms 2 arrival. We're doing the Frogs 4 arrival.
American 3322, roger. Cleared for the Frogs 4 arrival into Miami. Expect the ILS approach for runway 8 right.
All right, cleared to continue the Frogs 4 arrival. Expect the ILS approach for runway 8 right, American 3322.
Cleared for the Frogs 4 arrival into Miami. Expect the ILS approach for runway 8 right, American 3322.
Bro, you literally just heard me say that. All right, we'll take seatbelt signs off for now. We're not going to be there for long. Palms 2. We didn't set up for that. All right, we at least do have our runway, but we're not doing Palms 2. We're doing the Frogs 4. Let's see what the Palms 2 even entail. I don't know. That would have been simple. Kept us out a little further. So we're coming across here and gonna join in. So we'll keep what we have. Got 450 on the edge. Static out that frequency. 18,000. Let's get our arrival views. Ah, no, I didn't want that. Cancel. Put this in here. I put in there this in here. Oh, actually that stuff's already there. I forget. I was about to say I didn't put none of that in there. Alright, no delay code there for that. Crew off, we got 2 of our crew members will be off on the next once we arrive. What was it, 450? Right, we always go good unless we have otherwise. Let's refresh. Nope. Let me make sure here we don't have anything coming through on that. Still on Tampa approach. Yeah. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude on American Airlines Flight 3322, departing from Tampa to Miami. We will begin our snack and drink service shortly, offering you some delightful options like our free biscuit cookies or pretzels, along with a variety of soft drinks, coffee, and tea. For those looking for something a little stronger, we have alcoholic beverages available for $9 to $10, and our delicious snack boxes for $8 to $99. Just a reminder, our buy on board service is now cashless, so please have your credit or debit cards ready, or use a card saved in the AA app. After our service, we will also have articles from the American Airlines shop available for purchase. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight. Gracias.
Got Viking report for 8 right is actually 3-3. Alright, so we got 3-3. Actually probably put 2D. Alright, landing weight's gonna be 161.1. Maximum. Damn, it's still high. Versus. Let's go with what it calls for. Alright, that looks much better. Could actually be. Well, no, it's not 4-4. It's 3-3-3 all the way across from Miami. So plan for that. Got 3,003 flaps full. Look good there. Alright, turn out. 72 in the back, 69 in the forward. Alright, they're good and happy back there. So, 130 at 7. Headwind, I got +5 there, 450 there, wind 219, below that, throw flaps in. Alright, looks like we're good so far. Coming up on top of the scene here shortly. Maybe at 280, 250. Standard, we'll cut that off and then take Chrome. Copper. got all our information here. Alright, Jared, we're going to be landing 4 flaps. Our approach speed is going to be 142, landing speed 137. We got winds at 130 at 7 knots and temperature 29er on landing. Altimeter be 3003.
Got it, Hatchet. Approach speed is 142 knots, landing speed 137 knots, winds 130 at 7 knots, temperature 29er, altimeter 3003. We'll be landing with flaps 4.
We'll also be using medium for the brakes on landing.
Medium brakes for landing, got it.
Alright, if you can go ahead and do the arrival brief.
We'll be arriving in Miami on runway 8 right using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Frogs 4 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 8 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 130 at 7 knots, temperature 29er. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 4446, and approach frequency will be 124.125. We'll configure for landing with flaps 4. Final approach speed will be 142 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Hatchet.
What else is I going to tell you? Alright, sounds good. And once we land, we're going to be parking at gate Delta 2 as of now.
Roger that, Hatchet. We'll be parking at gate D2 after landing.
Alright, get into some, that's right at plus 2.
Tampa approach from American 3322, descending through 21,000 feet, requesting further descent to 11,000.
American 3322, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 11,000. American 3322.
Start our descent now. Alright, Alejandro, we're going to be starting our descent now if you want to get the cabin ready for arrival.
Okay, Captain, preparing the cabin for arrival. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Approach welcome, plan you on F10. Yes, 2330, speed 17, your greatest 5 knots, can I get that 119, much right? 170 or greater, 5 miles. Tower 93, you can 2330.
Alright, 19,000.
A-321, descend and maintain 2 down. American 59.3 space and go with the heavy, they're short miles, I think it's on 119 entry. 119, that's what they think to help her. FedEx 321 heavy, turn left 120, maintain 2000 to stand to the final, 71 and 1 to left approach. Southwest 323, call solid at robot 5000, 10 on and 1 to left approach. FedEx 321, speed
Cabin crew, take your seats. We're going to be going into, are experiencing some turbulence.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Not landing. Plus 18.
517, to left 180, descend and maintain 2 down. 517, to left heading 160, descend and maintain 2 down.
Left heading 160 and maintain 2000, 45,000.
It's typical in the clouds, weird stuff from up in the Airbus for some reason. Man, no clue why. I think this has to do with the windshield effect and stuff.
For the left and right side. You'll find you on that from the 1 to left.
From out here, and then goes back to normal once we're out of, like out of the hippie stuff. Got another aircraft below us.
Of conflict. Clear of conflict. Traffic.
Now that message is going to have to wait.
Order 517, turn left heading 130, maintain 2000, so stamp shuttle funnel, 50 on and 1 to left approach.
Heading 13, southwest.
And approach American 3322 at 11,000.
The ILS is out of service.
So I never do for on the 1 to left, order 517.
Right, 2226, set maintain 6000. Right, 2226, 6000.
All right, we'll continue down via the El Route because this is weird. I don't know why it does this. We actually still can stay 11,000 until so. Actually, no, we're going to turn off frogs.
All right, Air Royal 37, cross solid at or above 5,000, 50 on that 1 to left approach.
Approach American 3322, need to descend to 8,000. It's like it's not even listening. Like you get to a certain point and it just stops doing what it's supposed to.
For 1620, approach welcome, plan you on air, runway 1 to left approach.
Contact Miami approach.
Contacting Miami approach now.
Fairwind 2226, descend and maintain 3000, then speed 210.
Miami approach.
approach, American 3322. We're descending through 11,000 feet.
There's literally no reason they should just stop talking. Nobody's answering now. We're just on our own again. Almost all of our last approaches and arrivals have just been on our own. Miami approach, how do you read?
American 3322, loud and clear.
All right, American 3322, we are descending out of 8,000 for the ILS 08 right.
Southwest 323, speed is 0, it's going to get no more when I push right.
Good, pushing good ice.
Yeah. And again, crickets. Go down to 3,000. Crickets.
Route 1628, just want to maintain 6,000.
Leg. Why don't we have prone? Let's go flaps 1. Contact tower. It's like they just stopped. It's weird.
Square wings 2226, turn off 180, just want to maintain 2,000.
We need to stay with approach until they hand us off to tower.
American 3322 requesting handoff to tower.
American 3322, contact Miami Tower on 118.3.
Contact Miami Tower on 118.3, American 3322.
4 miles out.
Miami Tower, American 3322, evening. We're established on the ILS for runway 8 right approach.
American 3322, Miami Tower, roger. Continue approach. Winds 123 at 6. Runway 8 right, clear to land.
Runway 8 right, clear to land. American 3322.
Alright, got cleared to land. Got lights on. We'll throw that on. Drop to here. We got the glide slope. We got one. set. Flaps full. Flaps full.
2,500.
Alright, front green, no red. 1006. Both sides wrong.
45.
Yeah, I see them about to take off. I don't want them in the way. Alright, flaps full. Speed brakes armed. Folks in the back are already seated, been notified, we're good to go. Cabin's ready. Alright, we're stable. Let's push this a little bit to the left.
Above, 500. Minimum.
Continuing.
Retard. 10. 5.
And versus. Knots. 80 knots. 60. Versus out my brakes.
American 3322, welcome to Miami. Contact ground on 121.8.
Switching to ground on 121.8. American 3322.
Continue forward.
Runway 4064, mind the ground behind the heavy lot. Taxi via Papa, Whiskey, and November is approved if you need it.
Miami ground, American 3322. Evening, we're clear of runway 8 right and ready to taxi to the gate.
Not quite clear.
606, taxi to the ramp via Quebec.
American 3322, Miami ground, taxi to D60V via Mike 10, November 11, November. Good day.
Taxi to D60V via Mike 10, November 11, November. American 3322.
And ground American 3322, we're actually going to Delta 2.
2828, runway 8 right, follow company.
American 3322, taxi to gate D2 via Mike 10, November 11, November, then Delta.
Hey, you just completely lost us.
2 via Mike 10, November 11, November, then Delta. American 3322.
Block 3 Papa Kilo Heavy. You're going to wait for the heavy Swift that's going to pass off to your left, and then going to Quebec behind them. I need to read back there.
Wait for Swift, then on the left and behind them.
Frontier 1665, taxi via Papa to the ramp. Have a good day. American 2510 behind the opposite direction company, taxi to the ramp via November. 1245, once 12 o'clock company moves, taxi to the ramp. 1546, ramp's ready for you now. Make a right turn on Yankee, and then southbound on the right turn Yankee, short hop. Short hop. American 2019, once company moves, let them pass off your right, and taxi via Yankee November to the ramp.
Alright, wasn't too bad.
You're welcome.
Came in slightly high.
231 heavy, mind the ground, and can you accept runway 8 right?
Slightly higher than the light.
Yellow 231 heavy, your push is approved, and you can expect runway 8 right. Runway 8 right. Yellow 231. Block 3 Papa Kilo Heavy, once you're behind the heavy Swift, monitor tower on 118.3.
So something behind the Swift, I need to tower 118.3.
It's 81 in the back.
Fractions 219 Victor, mind the ground, runway 8 left.
I don't know what airplane it is over there, and why GSX is the one that's creating it. Have it looking pink.
Envoy 4115, mind the ground. Let's see, it's going to be runway 8 right, taxi via Whiskey, and hold short of November for your sequence. Envoy 4115, you can expect vectors east of course for weather, back on course to the center. American 1881 will be
and ground, we got a gate change. We're actually going to be, actually no we're not, disregard. It's 10 already? 10's open.
American 3322, roger, disregard, gate change.
1386.
Delta 10 is open. This aircraft actually isn't there.
JJ short of Papa.
Just flush the static airplanes. Yeah, I see that gauge. Alright, ground Delta American 3322. We actually got a gate change for Delta 10 now.
You're welcome. American 1881, you can monitor tower 118.3.
Delta 2 is supposed to have
American 3322, taxi to gate Delta 10 via Mike 10, November 11, November, then Delta.
Gate Delta 10, Mike 10, November 11, November, then Delta. American 3322.
Right on Mike.
We'll just nose in here, get the ground crew here. I think we've parked at this gate before as well.
Version 117,
alright, Tim's coming down in the back.
Section 219 Victor, monitor tower 118.3. American 3308, not a problem. Taxi via Mike, JJ, hold short of Papa. And at 1386, you can make a left turn on Papa and taxi to the ramp.
In just short of the road. Let's call
American 3308, actually give way to the Embraer heading to your left on Whiskey.
Hello, Operations American 3322. We got a gate change now for Delta 10. Can we get rampers?
Rampers will be dispatched to Delta 10 for your gate change.
Copy that. All right, let's see. See what this message was. I think it was yeah, no ADC. Let's get flaps up. That off. We'll set that to on and that to there. Alright, APU is on. Get number 2 shut down. I feel like I've parked at Delta 10 before. Maybe I haven't. It's not set up. I don't think I have. And we got the bare metal over here. Alright, we got rampers now. Let's get into the gate. Give them a flash. Actually early too. Aircraft at our gate though isn't leaving until 9:34. Too far, but we're good. We'll take it. I already stopped that clock, and we'll stop that clock there. Brakes are hot. We'll get the brake fans on. Alright, welcome to Miami. Take your light off. Leave that on. Got external power. We'll leave the APU on for now because I'm sure that PCA is not going to keep it cool enough in the cabin here. Alright, Alejandro, we are in the blocks and go ahead and start deboarding.
Okay, Captain, all doors in park. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Hatchett and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Miami or safe ongoing travel.
1 hour, 2
Thank you
minutes,
for
we
flying
landed
with us
with
today.
8.4.
Gracias.
Clear that out. And total time was 38 minutes flight time. Alright, we're out of here, folks. Like I said, we'll leave the APU running, keep it cool, keep the cabin cool until the sun goes down. It'll start to cool down then they can just use the PCA once the temperatures outside start to decrease. But yeah, we're out of here. Alright, First Officer Jared, great flying with you. Hope to fly with you again soon. I'd say we did well on that arrival. Other than ATC not handing us off properly. Other than that, good flight.
Thanks, Hatchet. It was a pleasure flying with you too. Safe travels until next time.
Yeah, we actually got in 9 minutes early. Let's get off here. That's it for us for now. That flight actually went well, other than, again, ATC leaving us hanging, not helping us out. We had to get a gate change there as well, so we parked at Delta 10. We were scheduled for Delta 2, but we're still in the same vicinity, within range to these folks are still close enough to do whatever it is they need to do and get out of here. So our next flight out of here is going to be going to I think we're going to South America on the next flight, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yep, we'll be going to South America. We'll be taking the MAX. I gotta see what the name of that place is. Let's see. Oh, I actually have it right here. I forgot to turn the lights on. Alright, so we'll be going to Robert Bradshaw International in St. Kitts. Oh, that's where we're going. We're going way down there. We're flying a MAX on that flight, so that's going to be pretty fun. That's going to be a long flight. We might do that flight tomorrow morning. We got 1,100 miles to cover on that flight. We'll be out of Delta 49, and we'll be parking at gate 4 when we arrive there. So, like I said, we'll be taking the 737 MAX on that flight. Not sure which tail number yet. Actually, I do know we're going to be taking November 302 something else. I can't remember. Can't remember what the rest of that flight number is. Let's see. I mean that tail number. So like we normally do. Let's see. Actually, let's turn the lights on in the cabin here. As they deplane. Oh yeah. Just leave it at 75. Alright, that's good enough. Get these folks off of here. Alright, we'll be taking November 302 Sierra is the aircraft we're going to be flying to that destination. Like I said, I may try to do that flight in the morning. Not quite sure just yet. But like we do, let's see if I accidentally hit the wrong thing. It was supposed to be right. It was supposed to be scheduled. Let's see. It should be good. Ah, stupid thing didn't update. Update. Jeez Louise, this thing doesn't update. Like it doesn't want to save it. It acts weird. I'll check it again here. Alright, there we go. Now it's updated. Let's delete that. Alright, this should be the correct schedule. But we're going to check and see about the... Alright, we're just about to have all our folks off of here. Baggage is almost complete. Baggage is like out there. That's the only weird thing is you got these extra baggage carts on this one. It's supposed to be the other one. You have the little small loader. That kind of throws some things off. So let's see. Let's see if we have any issues with this tail number. Before we fly off in it tomorrow. If we can actually even take it to South America. Let's see. Sierra. Otherwise, we may end up in a different tail number. Alright, it's not planned out of service. It's not unplanned out of service. Sweet, no NELs. No NEFs. Alright, this aircraft is a clean bird flying tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I will be flying that aircraft out to Bradshaw International. I like flying this aircraft. Very nice to fly. Send it off to that nice there. Alright, other than that, I will see you guys on the next flight.
South 25, 05 Heavy Miami on the frequency.